I'm Richard Engel. Tonight, following President Trump's criticisms, the UK announced it's sending over 400 more soldiers to fight alongside U.S. troops in Afghanistan, part of NATO's mission there. And when not fighting, NATO is preparing. We were there for recent drills right on Russia's doorstep. This display of military might is about sending a message to Russia and its increasingly nervous neighbors, a message that any attack will immediately send powerful American warships roaring into battle. NATO admits it has an over-reliance on the United States for its funding and resources, but tonight allies fear President Trump's constant criticism over costs is just the beginning.
NATO is obsolete, it's old, it's fat, it's sloppy.
I think President Trump is fundamentally undermining the transatlantic alliance. He questions the value of the alliance.
That makes many nations worried, especially small ones close to Russia. In Latvia, volunteers are joining the National Guard in record numbers. And in Norway, a hit TV show imagines a future under Russian occupation. That may be a stretch, but for many in Europe, NATO is seen as more vital now than ever. Richard Engel, NBC News.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.